So I am Lillevan. I live in Berlin. I'm a video artist collaborating with Morton Subotnick.
And I'm Morton Subotnick. I'm a computer composer, and I'm collaborating with Lillevan. I think of it as painting with sound and time and space, but it's sound, and then Lillevan is painting with image and time and space simultaneously, like a duet.
It's like a duet, like a dialogue, and it's from my point, it's a live collage of imagery, which is unrepeatable. I'm reacting to the music, and I could never repeat it again exactly like that if I wanted to. We were brought together for an opera which Morton had composed, and the opera had a premiere last year in Austria, in Bregenz, and we worked on this opera for about 2 years, I guess. Yeah. It was the preparation. In these 2 years we were meeting and emailing, and then we also discovered that we have some other affinities that we would like to try to perform together and create something new together. So it's his music, it's my video, but together it's a third new thing. And so we decided to do that, and we did it twice last year, and it was a lot of fun. Then we did it last year in Berlin for the opening of the festival, and from now we take it to the world.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's like nothing else, but I think it might be like free jazz improvisation. And so when I knew that it was real, we had done it in Liechtenstein at the museum, and then we did it in Bregenz, and then we had to do in Bregenz we had to do an encore, and I wasn't prepared. I had not really done an encore before, so I started just playing with the synthesizer, and because there was nothing in his ear before we started. I watched what he was doing, and I realized how he was responding, and so I would play against that, and it was a real duet. That was the closest to a real duet I've ever seen, and that was really nice.
Thank you. It's also important for me, I think, to say that we have no technical connection. We have no MIDI cables, or I'm not technically analyzing your sound and then triggering images. It's very much of two people in dialogue. One is watching, one is listening, and you create a conversation from this. Because I noticed tonight many people ask me, what software are you using to analyze the audio? I'm not using any software. I'm listening to his music and making images. You know?
In the lecture tonight, I was trying to say, I don't know if it came out, I don't know if it came out in French, but I was trying to say from 1960 on, I imagined that eventually we could create music sculpting in real time and space, and that for the audience, for an audience thing, there would be a visual component also painting in real time and space. I could see a future where you literally can throw the image through the air, even so it's not necessarily on the screen. I don't know what that would mean exactly.
From my point is, if you're making interesting work in any medium, so it seems to be dialogue in any other interesting work in any media. I don't have any rules about I would never work with this kind of music or with this kind of printing. It would be interesting to work with music and printing, video and cooking. Maybe you know the French, the Austrian filmmaker Peter Kugelka, and he's always said cooking is far more important than video. He's a professor, but he teaches all his students how to cook. Because if you can't cook, you can't make art. I don't know if I agree with him, but I like the idea. You know, it's every video you're expressing yourself.
Yeah, I think, and it depends on what it is. For instance, some things you want to close your eyes and feel that way, but when we talk, we dance, right? That's multimedia, right? It depends on what you're doing. If I'm meditating or if I'm trying to do something that is a particular thing, and I can imagine in a long performance, not 45 minutes or an hour, but a 2-hour thing, you might have 10-15 minutes in darkness, and you could have images without sound. And you know, it depends on what you're doing. But in the '60s, I also used dancers behind the images with light, so that there were moments when I could actually bring a dancer in, like with a strobe light. Suddenly, a shadow would pass through. These would be whole evenings of 2 or 3 hours. You know, that would be in between dance and back to the other question you asked. If Lillevan had said he didn't connect the music, if you do connect the music and the movement and the image so that they're related to each other in a direct way, it becomes a movie. You might as well just make a movie and not be there. And one is supporting the other one, and the other one is supporting the other one. I don't see that. I see it as like I'm talking right now, as that.
I think always when you bring two things together, you're wishing for a new special third thing to be the result of that. And if that happens, then any media that results in this are good.